Alright, so this is going to be a quick disassembly video of this, I believe this is a Samsung, right? Yeah, of this Samsung, alright, there's a Samsung notebook, model NP550P5CL, so you can find the model number right there. Alright, and then the full model number is NP550P5C-A01UB, so it will be right there if you want to confirm it's the same model. Alright, anyways, once we've gotten to it, let's go ahead and remove the battery. So you're going to pull these tabs out to the side, alright, then you can slide the battery out just like that. When you slide it back, it automatically relocks, so we're just going to remove that. Let's our battery model number on here. I don't see a standard model number. There is this, which this can sometimes be a model number, 1588-3366. There's also a product ID here, AA-PB9MC6B. Alright, so you might want to look into that. If you can't find that, you could always search NP550P5CL battery or something. If you can't find one, feel free to let me know and I'll see what I can find for you. So we're going to be using a PH0 or JS0 screwdriver to remove the screw back here. Alright, and this is kind of as far as we're going to go, is opening this and just showing you what's inside, I think. So once you've done that, you slide this thing down, you can see, and then we're just going to lift it out. So the customer just wanted me to extract their data for them and then basically wipe the hard drive so that they can recycle it or dispose of it because it is a really old computer. Anyways, if you want to remove the optical drive or CD drive, you use a PH1 or JS1 screwdriver. We'll remove this screw. Okay, and then once you've done that, you can go ahead and get this. So I use my fingernail here and just kind of keep moving up and down as I slightly pull, and there you go. We can remove this. If you want, you can actually replace this with a hard drive caddy. They do have hard drive caddies. This seems to be one of the thicker drives. I forgot what the standard measurements are. I think it's like 7mm, 9mm, and like 12mm or something. So this looks like the thicker one. Pretty sure that's more than a centimeter, so we'll say 12mm. And the connection, of course, is this SATA connection if you have this laptop and you're planning to do that. Okay, anyways, we're going to take out the hard drive and we're going to take out the RAM. So to take out the hard drive, we're going to switch back over to a PH0 or JS0 screwdriver. Alright, and we're going to remove the 4 screws holding this into place. Alright, also, one thing to note, the processor is upgradable on here, or at least it's replaceable. Some of these, the BIOS locks it, and you're not able to switch the processor. So keep that in mind if you wanted to upgrade the processor. Also, it's limited by the socket type, so you can't just put whatever processor you want in there. Alright, next we're going to use this pull tab and just... what? It's so old that tab is brittle. Anyways, you're supposed to pull it straight up, and that should pop this connector out. Since that didn't work, now I'm going to have to find another way to do this. Maybe I can use my fingernail under here, or if you're going to do this, you want to probably use plastic pry tools. Let's see here. This is kind of being a pain. It's stuck in there really good. So I'm going to get my fingernails in there. Let's zoom in, and I'm just going to pull it straight up. Okay, and there we go. Here you can see we got the hard drive out. Let me actually put that back into place again for you guys to see. So it goes like that, and it just pushes in, and that actually locks the hard drive in with these pins here. Right, so again, I'm going to just use my fingernails and just pull it up just like that. Here's the hard drive connector here. This is a SATA, 2.5-inch SATA hard drive. We're going to remove the screws from here. Again, we have to switch back to the PH1 or JS1 screwdriver. Don't be lazy. If you keep using the PH0 or JS0 screwdriver, you're very likely to strip out these screws, and then you're not going to be able to take them out. So it's very important to use the right screwdriver. If your screwdriver, usually you don't want to actually just go by the size of the screwdriver, because with different sets it'll vary. So here you can see you want to check and make sure that the screwdriver is kind of tight and it's not moving around within the screw. If it's kind of loose and wobbling around, then you don't want to use that screwdriver because there's a good chance you're going to damage the screws. So let me show you if I use the PH0. So if you put that in there, you can kind of see how it come on, focus. You can see how this wobbles more in place. Yeah, you don't want to use that. Okay, So let's go ahead and do this. If you really, really, really need to do it, you want to make sure that you put a lot of pressure into the screw while you're loosening it. But again, I wouldn't risk it, because if you strip that, then you're in trouble. All right, anyways, if you want, I can list you a place to get good screwdrivers. Anyways, there we go. We're going to pop this cover off just like that. And we got the hard drive here, but we got to remove this adapter. So this is a special adapter that's designed for this laptop. So we're going to pop this out. What I do is I get my fingernail in that gap, and then I use that as a prying. So the back of my thumb here pries like that. Okay, so just like that. And once you get enough, you can go ahead and pull this off. All right, and here you go, 2.5-inch SATA hard drive. Okay, and again, you don't want to lose this, because if you lose this or break this, you're not going to be able to reconnect your hard drive. So, oh, you also need the adapter, the caddy as well. If you break that or lose it, then you're not going to be able to put that back either. Okay, so anyways, let's go ahead and check the RAM real quick. The hard drive I'm going to leave out. I already showed how to put it back. You just basically sandwich it back down. Let's go ahead and take a look at the RAM. We're going to pull these two tabs to the side, okay? And then you can see the RAM pops up like that. We're going to pull it back. And here you can see this is a 2 gig PC3 12800S. Come on, focus. There we go. PC3 12800S. So you want to make sure PC3 12800S, as long as you keep that, you should be able to upgrade to any RAM theoretically. I think they make 8 gig sticks, so you can get 16 gigs total. If you look hard enough, you might even be able to find 16 gig sticks, but I wouldn't waste time with putting 32 gigs of RAM into this old of a computer. Your best bet, which I highly recommend everyone do, is upgrade to an SSD, 2.5-inch SATA SSD. If you need help finding one, let me know in the comment section below as well, and I'll help you with that. It makes a huge difference, and I also have a video on how you can clone it over. All right, anyways, for now, I'm just going to put this back. Basically, you just start it down there and slide it up and put the screw back in. But that's pretty much it. I don't want to have to come back to this laptop just to re-show it, because it's going to take a long time to copy the data out here for the customer. So that's pretty much it. Basically, everything else, put it back the way you got it. This connector here, I'm not too sure what it is. There's only 2 pins. It could be a battery, or it could be a speaker. There's no label on there, so I'm not sure. I don't know why they make this cable accessible out here. So I would assume it might be a BIOS or CMOS battery, but more likely it's the speaker cable for here. So maybe it's accessible, so when you take this cover off, maybe the speaker's attached to the bottom here. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully this video helped you guys out. If it did, make sure to like, subscribe, share my channel with others so that they can learn how to upgrade and repair their devices as well. If it helped you save a bunch of money, please consider contributing a little to the channel. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue making these videos for a living. These are customer computers, keep that in mind. I won't have this by the time you see this video. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. All right, let's drop this. Bye.